Oh, YouTube just got even stranger by Hero Hey. By the thumbnail, you guys already know what this video is about. I don't really. Anyways, let's get into this video.
So this was pretty crazy. Saw this tweet from Araya Riot saying, watching YouTube Shorts, and this is getting ridiculous. Showing a message that says VPN/proxy detected. To continue, turn off your VPN/proxy. This will allow YouTube to locate the best content.
Oh yeah, the best content, guys. Yeah, they're just trying to know what content you like the most. Ain't that right? YouTube just trying to protect. I mean, YouTube just trying to like figure out what content you like the best. Not like they already do that already. No, no, no. Dude, the VPN, just turn it off. No, 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 no. This is terrible. This is so bad. Why is this even a thing? What the hell am I even looking at? Oh my
And with
gosh.
the UK
Okay.
Online Safety Act, I had thought this must be someone in the UK getting this rolled out to them, but I saw this response where they say, I'm in the US. So I'm assuming we'll start seeing.
Bro is in the US, so they're trying to censor US now. Not only the UK. Yeah, yeah, this is great. Yeah, yeah, this is definitely something. That's for sure.
this elsewhere, not just the UK. And yeah, it's pretty odd stuff, to my understanding at least, unless I'm missing something. To be fair, there's been a lot of information I've been going over lately. Maybe I'm forgetting something here, but I don't recall reading something at the moment about YouTube disallowing VPNs worldwide. So yeah, this apparently isn't a UK thing though. This is not because the
I wouldn't be
online
surprised though. With Ward, what's it called? Collective shout and everything. I just wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Safety Act in the
This is
UK,
insane.
something else might be going on here.
Everything
But at the
that's
same
happening is
time, we are
insane.
seeing other reports that people in the UK are similarly saying that they can't use VPNs on YouTube, and presumably that's because of the Online Safety Act. For example, this post that says the internet is genuinely
Remember the people who said all this censorship wasn't a big deal because it only affects
dead.
I'm assuming the
Oh, but would you
UK
look at
and that
that?
they
The
said it's probably just
moderators on the
watching.
YouTube
Yeah.
subreddit removed this post, and this was a top post there yesterday with 16,000 upvotes talking about this issue. But for some reason, the Reddit mods decided that this had to be removed, which is obviously a bit suspicious, is it not? Fortunately, I saw that legendary Chibi Reviews had a screenshot of this image, and excuse me,
That's
a
crazy.
screenshot of this post, and here's what the image shows us before the post was deleted. So we could see the internet is genuinely dead. Same post here on our YouTube, and shows VPN/proxy detected, saying to continue, turn off your VPN/proxy. This will allow YouTube to locate the best content. is, is that how they're trying to spin this, really?
That's just insane. Like that's truly
Oh,
just
yeah,
insane.
just turn off your VPN. We're doing it to help you. We can locate the best content for you if you turn off that VPN of yours. Oh, that's funny. The full post reads, I just got this for the first time. I live in the UK, so like I mentioned, this one is indeed probably related to the Online Safety Act, but yeah. I live in the UK, so I don't want to submit ID. It is so sad that the internet has breached this level of privacy. It used to be a place where people who can't express their views in real life could express it here. But now all of that is gone. It is no longer anonymous. Wait, it's no longer autonomous. Uh, we need a new autonomous space. Now, on the note about the first post that we started with that
Guys, it's only to find your best content, I swear. Biggest lies. Oh, we're trying to protect the children, I swear. No, no. Neither
person
of
who
those
is
are
in the
true, bro.
US and still got a message
Probably.
saying that they can't
Probably.
use VPNs on
Quote
YouTube.
unquote.
I tested this myself and I didn't have a message like that popping up. I was able to use VPN on YouTube. But I can say before I've had like issues with Google searches with the VPN on, but not any issues with YouTube itself. So let me know if you guys have experienced this. If you've had a VPN on YouTube and you've got that message, please do let us know in the comments. Now that takes us over to Madam Savvy, the latest update on the Office of Communications in the UK, Ofcom, and all the censorship that they're trying to enact on the internet under the guise of protecting children, all the stuff that we've been discussing in great detail lately. Here's the latest, and as expected, they leave some of these terms very vague, like we need to stop hateful content, which is something that they can apply to really anything that they want for the most part when it's convenient to them. And we're seeing that playing out right now already. So let's take a look at this, and we'll take a look at the official statement from
Wait,
Ofcom.
I was like, is he not gonna read that? Hello?
Madam Savvy, the one
Thank
and
you.
only, says the UK wants to ban all depictions of fictional violence, even against fictional creatures. If you have a website that allows users to post SpongeBob, Pokemon, Looney Tunes, etc., every single video game with combat, all of it subjected to being banned, despite ratings boards existing. Now redundant, I guess. So yeah, that's clearly another term that's
What the hell? SpongeBob, Pokemon, Looney Tunes, all of the things considered, made for kids, literally made for kids, are subjected to being banned. You mean pretty much like the only these are like the only shows too that don't have politics in them now that are for kids and they're subject to being banned. Actually insanity. That's just crazy. How is this even, dude? It should not be big companies trying to control what your children see. It should be the actual parent. I said it before and I'll say it again. What the hell is this? No, like who like what the hell? That's insane. That's just insanity. Truly.
extremely vague. Fictional violence, that could even apply to cartoons or anime. And some anime is extremely violent and graphic, but there's also anime that has combat that isn't graphic. Like, it's not gory,
Yeah.
it's just characters fighting, and that
Yeah.
would still technically be fictional violence, would it not?
Like Pokemon, Sailor Moon. There's another one that's even more children um based. I forgot what the name was. That is exactly like Sailor Moon. I just forgot the name. I'll probably put it on the screen right now if I remember. But yeah, crazy.
So it's just more vague nonsense for the sake of having the power, having the abilities, the capabilities to police the internet. And what else does she say here? This all comes after the big push against Elon Musk and X, and they are really trying to speedrun being the most hated thing right now. All of history classes would need to be banned too, technically. So much for educational content. In the next post, I show the efforts of groups to label Annie, Grok's AI companion, as child exploitation. I don't even. Yeah, we're gonna have to read that.
What's all this even for? This cannot be for the children. like, anyone look at. There's no shot. There's
I
literally
don't
no
even
way.
know. It's just so idiotic. We got to see the take for ourselves, and we'll get to that. But let's take a look at this for now. So, R Street Institute says the UK's Office of Communications, Ofcom, explains in detail. Yeah, in detail, not really. Um, each category of prohibited content includes even content which realistically depicts serious violence against a fictional character or creature. Such a definition would not only prohibit minors from accessing historical and newsworthy content about wars, but many episodes of SpongeBob, if posted to social media, including but not limited to that one. Okay.
Bro, are you serious right now? Bro, are you kidding me? No. This basically means the SpongeBob movies, they're gone. Children cannot watch the SpongeBob movies. In other words, too, they just can't watch that. That's like, who let this happen? But don't worry though. This is for the children. This is for the children's sake. Yeah, guys, this is for the children's sake. Oh yeah. I know. I believe. Yeah, I believe it too, bro. I feel like they think people are just stupid. That's gotta be it, dude. Like a lot of people are okay. Don't get me wrong, but they're not this stupid to think. Oh shoot, they're banning SpongeBob of all things for the children. No,
According to new UK
nah,
rules,
dude.
social media sites and search engines are required to prevent minors from accessing content deemed harmful, which has an extremely broad definition. It includes not only adult material, but also violent and hateful content. What this means in practice is that a wide variety of websites must now verify user age in order to allow access to newsworthy, educational, or other standard content, while other sites can provide the exact same content to minors without age verification simply because they do not host user ports. And the next part of the screenshot here, this last paragraph, is basically what we read up here, so I'm going to skip that part. We already got the memo. And here's the part that Savvy was talking about earlier about these organizations getting all offended.
Is this what happens? and feminism goes too far. Nah, that can't be it.
At
Sorry,
Annie.
my bad, my bad.
There's a movement happening among certain exploitation groups, namely NCOSE and Collective Shout, to label Grok's Annie as childlike.
What? Are we talking about the same one? No, I'm gonna let him talk. My bad. I'm gonna let him talk. There's no way we're talking about the same Annie
They're
right
really
now.
trying to say that Annie is a child. So you're telling me
No
these
shot.
organizations are literally making the argument that we've seen weirdo Twitter cops make. Like, that character is a literal child. And it's like an adult, it's like a grown woman. That's a literal child. Grok's Annie is a child. It's childlike. Oh my gosh. This is a direct attack on Elon Musk, and in the following post, we'll show this, along with recapping everything I've spoken on. This is a nefarious tactic to possibly cause legal harm to Elon, and is a greater attack on fiction in general. Hold on, are you telling me that the groups that are claiming to care about children would actually exploit children by using them for this terrible argument just to try and attack Elon Musk in fiction?
No way. No way. Just to attack Elon Musk in fiction? No content? No, 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 no. No. No, they care about children. No, trust, dude. They mean exactly what they say. This is such bullshit. But nah.
In
Feminism needs to
general?
stop.
Well, surely not. They wouldn't do that,
It's
would
good.
they? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic if you couldn't tell. And for those that don't know, this is Annie right here. We got a tweet from Haley.
Oh, sorry, I was right. Hey, by the way, guys, this, wait, this, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Give me a second. This is childlike, chat. Yeah, yeah, that's the childlike. Yeah, no trust. Yeah, you don't think this is no, you don't think this is childlike? It's kind of really. You don't think how how stupid how stupid are people? That's child. This is a child. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In that clothing and everything, and yeah, yeah. My bad.
That says, can we just all agree that Grok companion Annie is gorgeous? Like, seriously, she totally gives off Misa Amane vibes from Death Note, and she has geophysics. I
Mhm.
love Annie, and I love goth girls so much. Well, apparently these organizations
Yeah, they don't like stuff made for male gaze. Anything that's hot whatsoever, anything that's attractive whatsoever. That men like. They just like men. They just straight up don't like men. And also they're protecting the children. So what a little bullshit.
they would find this to be a highly offensive tweet, and they would try to say that you're basically a chomo, a PDF for saying such a thing, which is clearly beyond idiotic. As Madam Savvy had collected this screenshot, and oh my gosh, I'm blocking Annie's back. I tell you what.
Holy
There you
crap.
go, for anyone who wants to
Holy crap.
see that. But I am not staying gone
Yeah,
the whole
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah.
time. No, I must read this and make my point. So, Madam Savvy kindly collected this screenshot and highlighted some areas here so we can see Danny Pinter, who I believe is part of NCOSC, and Melinda Taker Reist, who's a higher up at Collective Shout. If I recall, that's like Collective Shout's founder or co-founder, something like that. And so they're getting all mad at Annie here. And they have a screenshot from Kira on Twitter who's talking about Annie and showing screenshots of Annie. And Danny Pinter says, "This is porn culture. If you think normalizing and utilizing an almost childlike appearing pornified female anime character with spicy mode who strips as your AI chatbot tool does not affect how you see women or desensitize you to sexual abuse/exploitation, then we are," and the rest gets removed. But regardless, Melinda thought
Okay. I'm sorry for pausing on him. This is literally half a lie and half a true. If you think that this is childlike though, you're retarded. Um, but now could it technically affect how you see woman, quote unquote? You could possibly make an argument of that. Not really. Um,
this was a real
but
great
that's
take,
just
apparently.
because porn in general is still like so.
Reposting it on her own account. Madam Savvy also providing these screenshots. We've got Haley McNamara, who's a Senior VP Strategic Initiatives and Programs over at NCOSE. And what's this? Another rage post here about Annie. With minimal testing, the Annie AI character on Grok engaged in describing itself as a child in proximity to sexual comments, and it described being sexually aroused by being choked Apple, why is the Grok app rated 12? Remove NSFW testing.
If I remember correctly, this is like a paid version to like do. You think a child has money to pay for this? Really? That's what would. Yeah, okay. This is what happens when people don't research shit. Some people just shouldn't have um freedom of speech. Anyways,
Yeah, right. I don't think that
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
happened.
Obviously.
In my opinion, I just X'd out on that. Like, either this is completely fabricated or it's like grasping at straws with an enormous reach. In my opinion, like I could just imagine that conversation, if you can call it a conversation with like a person and a bot. But like maybe Haley is like talking to Annie and is like trying to bait Annie into something like, "Oh, when were you created?" And Annie gives a date, and then she's like, "Okay, so 2 weeks ago," and Annie's like, "Yes, 2 weeks ago," and then she's like, "Aha! See, it's child coded. It's 2 weeks old." There's some stupid thing like that, right? That
This is the same logic of the actual people that do are actually somewhat weird. Like when someone actually genuinely looks like a child, and then you research the age, it's like, oh, but it's 10,000 years old. It's basically the same thing, but in reverse. This is insane. That anyone who says that doesn't look like anyone who says that looks like a child, it's schizo. Genuinely. Um, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's a drawing. It's a piece of art. Um, I don't know how you put an age on a piece of art and then be like, oh, it's fine if you're trying to do that. Oh, it's not fine if you're trying to do that. No, it's just simply what it looks like. I am sorry. Anyways,
that's my guess about what happened. But I'm probably even giving too much credit because there's a high probability that Haley didn't even actually talk to Annie. And then she said, "Apple, why is the Grok app rated 12 and up? Grok, remove NSFW settings." So like the default Grok app doesn't have Annie though. Like that's a paid version and not even like normal paid version because I have like the basic
so I was
paid
right.
version for Twitter. I forget what it's like $7 a month or something like that, and I don't have Annie. I think you need to be like the at least the mid tier to even have Annie to begin with.
Yeah, how much is it? I want Annie. Sorry.
So like obviously you can't reasonably expect a child to freaking be paying for this. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Now maybe a child would be on the parent's Twitter account hypothetically if the parent pays for that tier and has Annie unlocked on the account. But then that's an argument for the parent needs to take better precautions about letting their child use things that they shouldn't be accessing. Right? That doesn't mean suddenly you start going after all of these
Is he gonna
companies
get a
and
kill?
people and trying to get all of us
Yo, I'm
regulated.
sorry. I was trying to see what name he is. I'm sorry. It's not relevant to the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, maybe a child would be on the parent's Twitter account hypothetically if the parent pays for that tier and has Annie uh,
Rukia X what?
parent's Twitter account hypothetically if the parent pays for that tier and has Annie uh,
Oh, I am.
unlocked
Okay. My
on the
bad. My
account.
my
But then
bad,
that's an
chat.
argument for the parent
I
needs to take better
apologize.
precautions about letting their child use things that they shouldn't be accessing. Right? That doesn't mean suddenly you start going after all of these companies and people and trying to get all of us regulated and censored.
Yeah.
It's an argument about parenting, really, but they don't
Yeah, exactly. It's an argument about parenting that is unnecessary. Literally, just parent your kids better. But I feel like this is what happens when families don't actually come together and talk to each other anymore. Because now, like, people are just so isolated. Even though you live in the same like house, you guys don't really live together. If you feel me, if you know what I mean. But
want to talk about that because it doesn't fit their agenda and what they're trying to do. All right, all that Annie NCOSE collective shout stuff aside, let's return to the introductory topic of this video, the first topic, which
oh wait,
was
yeah, we were talking about
this
that.
VPN stuff on YouTube. Like I said, if you've been experiencing issues using YouTube while you have a VPN on, please do let us know in the comments. Much appreciated. If you enjoyed my coverage,
Good God.
please consider
I
liking
wouldn't be
and or
surprised if this is
subscribe.
actually real, just because there's something that happened with like YouTube ads as well with the YouTube ad blocker when they were trying to block ads and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is genuinely real and this is just worldwide now. This is just insane though. But yeah, Hero Hey, great content creator. I'll leave this video as always in the description. Um, Subscribe to him and also me. I would really appreciate it. Also like the video because apparently it doesn't count actually as a true view if you don't not like the video. So yeah, goodbye. Have a nice day, and I'll see you.